You know, as a kid, I remember really loving Christmas. It was at the time where everyone was really festive. My family actually got along. Even my siblings and I kind of got along a little better. We would stay up and theorize of what we'd end up getting. We'd write the big Christmas list for mom and dad of, oh, mom, I want this one, but make sure to get this one and not this one. Remember that so well. What about you? Do you have any fond memories of Christmas? Let me know down in the comments. But for the past couple years, I just don't find myself excited for the holidays anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love seeing all the lights and it's always so pretty to see. But then I just kind of feel sad because then I just start thinking back of all the times growing up with my family and it all just kind of brings me down. To give you some context, I lost my father when I was fairly young and he adored Christmas. This man loved Christmas so much. He dressed up as Santa. He bought an expensive Santa suit and everything. It looked great on him. And he would like glue the beard and mustache on him. And he'd always complain about how much it hurt whenever he had to take it off. And I remember sitting on my father's lap in church where he would perform. And me figuring out at a very young age it was my dad because I recognized his watch. I recognized the vehicle he was driving. But I still kept up with it, especially me and my sister. We still kept up with it because we knew how much joy it brought him. He also used it as a way to find out, okay, what do my girls really want for Christmas? You know what I mean? But that's kind of the problem is when you lose a family member like that, it does make it way harder. And I feel like the older I get, the harder it is. There's a lot of things that we have to worry about more. I mean, naturally, I guess we don't really have as much of a Christmas spirit when we're older because we got 10,000 other things in mind and a thing called taxes and responsibilities and stress. You all know how it is. And every year it comes by, I start thinking, maybe this year is when we will get a live tree, we'll decorate it really cool. We've been really thinking about doing like a real like haunted tree idea or like some sort of gothic theme. I don't know. It just looks kind of cool in my brain. And then I kind of start budgeting and all that, and I just lose all steam. But then that's when everything starts flooding back of the energy just isn't there anymore. I have other responsibilities now. I have to focus on, keeping the roof over my head and everything. And it's like, this doesn't feel like a necessary expense. I mean, have you seen the prices of groceries lately? It would drive anybody insane. And don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful to have the roof over my head and the family that I do have with me. I mean, I'm very grateful to have my husband with me. But I know there's a lot of people that don't even have that. And that just greatly saddens me. I feel like so many of us were taught by the adults in our lives, the entertainment industry, that Christmas is something that's supposed to unite us as a time where we all can just push aside our differences and just celebrate union, gratefulness, and just have joy in life. And I feel after so much that's happened in the world in just the last few years, it's become a lot harder to feel like that union, that community aspect is even there anymore. So when you take all of this combined, I guess that explains why I feel so disconnected from the holidays. Growing up with my father, who was very much a movie buff, like trust me, he had thousands of VHSs. For those who know what a VHS is, he had many, many, many of them. We would have rituals of like certain movies we would watch every year. And I imagine most of my fellow millennials probably remember how The Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. And how I feel a lot of us ended up kind of growing up like him, especially for those who have worked in retail like I have, because we all inherently believe that Mariah Carey's song is a torture device. It's just me. Just me. Not alone in this, am I? The point I'm trying to make is that if you're not having a great big festive spirit and you're wearing the Santa hat and everything, it's okay. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things on all our plates. There's a lot of responsibilities and craziness that is going around. It really feels like everything's on fire and we're all just kind of standing around wondering where the fire extinguishers are if they even exist, that could possibly be strong enough to take out all these fires. It's been an absolute crazy couple years, to say the least. But you're not wrong or anything for feeling like the holidays just aren't really worth it. You gotta do what is right for you. If the best you can do is make like a cup of hot cocoa and watch a movie that's a festive Christmas movie, and that's probably the most you're gonna get, that's perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You gotta do what is right for you. If it is truly just me being an absolute Scrooge, bah humbug, about Christmas, well, then I guess I'll be Scrooge. But I open my doors to anyone else who wishes to be a Scrooge with me, because it's a gigantic retail nightmare. Come on down and join the club. I've made cookies. Jokes aside, though, I really hope all of you have a wonderful and safe holiday season, regardless if you celebrate Christmas or not, or the many other holidays that also pop up at this time. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Don't overdo it, no matter what society tries to pressure you into buying. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. It's okay. Put yourself first. Happy holidays, everyone. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.